in addition to that,
let me show the clay. Can I show them the clay?
Yeah, you can show them the clay.
Okay, here you go. Look. Now here's the clay, guys. I'm just gonna hold this up right here. This is one of the packets of the clay. Okay, whoops, and I'm about to open it. Now say that looks like regular clay.
And everybody asks me, what is the clay like? What is the clay like? It looks like clay.
Yeah, it does. It looks like clay, feels like clay. Kind of like, like soft bubble gum. It's a really good way of explaining it.
It's really soft and it's smooth, and you just open it up and work with it. Now it does air dry.
Yeah.
So we're going to give you some tips on how to make sure it doesn't dry out too soon, but that's not a problem.
But Jackie, tell them what you were saying. You were saying this is easier to work with than regular clay.
Oh, anybody who's worked with regular ceramics, it's really tough to add pieces. You have to kind of dry it a little bit and then score it and then wet it and make slip and the whole thing. With our clay, it's so easy. You don't have to do any of that.
Yeah.
You just add a little bit of water, syringe, or paste, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the silver, and it's 99.9% pure silver, plus this is recycled silver.
Yes, the whole company that creates this in Japan, Aida Chemical Industries, is a recycling company.
Yeah.
So it's not just something that's new and a fad. They've been doing this since the 60s.
Right.
They recycle silver and all kinds of metals, and they had so much silver that they, in 1994, got out the patent and then created our clay, so to use up the silver that they made out of recycling.
See, and I like that. Plus, to me, if you're making jewelry, then you can say on your jewelry, you know, if you got your booth set up, say completely recycled product. Because it's non-toxic. Non-toxic in this business is a big, big deal. This is the reason we fell in love with Jackie's company, Art Clay. Art Clay World USA, this is why we fell in love with her, is because it's fabulous and she's such an artist, but it's non-toxic product.
And that means your children can help you, your children can work with you. We have kids as young as 6 and 8 making projects for birthday parties and such. So this is absolutely perfect for you and your family.
Now, we've got a whole place on the web at jtv.com/artclay, okay? Right there on the web, there it is. So we've got all kinds of stuff, molds,
look at those molds.
and all kinds of stuff. Y'all are going to pass out stamps, molds, all kinds of stuff. And we're going to go through everything in the whole show if I quit talking and we get onto it.
Yes, let's move on. So we have the clay, we talked about that. Now the paste is actually clay with a lot of water in it. And we're going to use that to join things together. And you use that, I'll tell you about a special way of using that on leaves and things like that when we get a chance later.
That's it.
And then with that, to use that, we get the tools that is a roller, and it's just like a roller you would use in bakery. It does the same thing.
Just, you know, you're just doing like this.
It's
just
an
like you're making
roller.
biscuits if you're in the South.
Yep.
There you go.
And then we give you a whole bunch of these. They're Teflon coated work surfaces. So you roll out on this, and when you dry it, it rolls right off. You don't have to worry about it sticking or moving. It's great.
Yeah.
And we give you a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Then we have a clay cutter, and that's a ceramic tool. Those of you who've worked in ceramics, it'll be familiar to you.
Yeah, you'll see that in a second. Here you go. Let's see if I can
you reach
grab that. There you go. Look. And I'm telling you guys, I've never worked in ceramics. This works really, really well for me. I mean, I got it, right?
And it's not real sharp. You can't really cut yourself with it, so it's not like an X-Acto knife or something like that.
Remember, if Sherry can't hurt herself, no one will.
We have to watch her.
Yeah.
And we have other tools. We have a paintbrush. We have 2 paintbrushes for you. One has a flat tip, flat like that, and the other one
is over on my table,
and that has a pointed tip.
So there's actually 4 of these. I should have another one right here. It's just a thinner little brush.
And then this is for after you fire it. This is called a stainless steel brush.
Yes.
And you brush it because it's white after you fire it. You really don't see the silver until you brush it.
That's what's so cool. That's what's so amazing.
It's like they created that on purpose so that you would be so amazed and awed.
Yes, that you would say, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It's awesome. Do not brush your teeth with this, folks.
No, or your face. We say the kids, don't do this on your face, and they immediately scrub your face. And then this is an agate burnisher. This is actually polished agate on a bamboo stick, and that's how you get a shine. It's awesome all by itself. And this normally, if you Google one of these, they could pay $45 for an agate burnisher. And this comes in the kit.
Right. So if think about that. Now the whole kit again, if you just joined us, it's $199.99. It should if you purchased all these pieces separately, it would be $277, and we made this big decision. So we had listen, it's a challenge. These pieces, I call it the international kit. I mean, these pieces come from all over the world.
From India and
Japan.
Israel, and I mean, you know, the silver comes from places, and it's just amazing. It's recycled silver,
And Jackie comes from Chicago, so, you know.
And originally from Buffalo, so. No. So, but wait, there's more.
Okay, go ahead.
And in addition to that, there is a mandrel, and we call this a mandrel. Most of you would recognize it in silver or metal, but this is not metal. This is wood, and that's for a reason. And that's because if you put this to dry, it gets hot. And metal, what happens when metal gets hot? It expands, and it can change the size of your ring. So we use a wooden mandrel, and we're going to show you how to do that.
Cool.
And in addition to the mandrel, so that you know what size your finger is, in here is a little belt. And if you can see that picture, this is a ring sizer. And it's an adjustable ring sizer, and it's really easy to use. You don't have one of those big, heavy rings with all these metal sizers on it. You just use this.
It's awesome. And
it's
let me tell you, you'll use that for a lot. I mean, even just to buy gifts and figure out what somebody's ring size is.
Yeah. And this is the torch.
Wait. We've got to go.
Oh my gosh, I'm keeping this away from you.
I love
the torch,
the torch.
And it's a butane torch. That means that it's not propane, oxygen, or anything. It's just butane, and you fill it from the bottom. And you can buy butane in any hardware store.
Yeah.
And even some drugstores have it.
Well, I'll tell you where I bought mine. You know those great big stores that have everything? That's where I bought mine. Just saying.
Okay.
Can't say the name of it, but that's where I saw it. That's where I got it. Yeah, they're common.
What? There's more.
Yeah.
And to go around your mandrel, the same stuff over there that things won't stick to, we have a strip of it so that you can put it on your mandrel, and when you make a ring, the ring will slide right off when it's dry.
Yeah.
And then these white slats, I don't know if you can see that. The white slats, there are specifically 1 millimeter thick, so that when you roll your clay, you won't roll it too thin, because you don't want clay the size of a pizza.
No, right.
You want to make it just thick enough so that when you fire it, it's nice and strong and sturdy. Got some files there for you.
Yeah, look, this is a whole selection of files.
Yeah, and we call these mini files because they're so tiny, and this way then you can't really break your clay easily, because you know you don't want to.
Yeah.
So that you just file and take the edges off of things before you fire it.
It's awesome. I mean, I'm telling you guys, the things that you can make. Now see these little, here's a whole selection of them. There are 10 of them there? Yeah, 10 of these. And then a whole set of sanding pads.
These are the best. 3M, you know, because you can't get away. 3M stamped all over them. 3M are the best, and they come in 4 grits.
Yeah.
Fine, super fine, ultra fine, and micro fine. And they last forever. They're washable. You use them wet and dry.
Are they washable?
They're washable, but what you do is you rub them and get all the clay, the filings off, so you can save it.
They're washable.
They're washable.
So you can save the filings?
You save everything. You recycle everything.
Okay, explain that to them.
Okay, so when you file, you know, you get sand that comes off of, you get grit and stuff that comes off of the clay.
Yeah.
Well, it's recyclable, so don't throw it away. It's fine silver. You take all of that, and you'll see me doing it automatically. When I'm sanding, you take all of that and put it back into your paste jar, add a little water, and you just keep recycling it.
I don't even want to tell you what a mistake I made last night then.
Did you throw it away?
Yes!
Oh,
you know what? I may be digging back through my garbage to get it. Now, and the silver is absolutely recyclable silver. Okay.
I have been in Japan, and I've seen the warehouses they have of exposed film and CT scans and photographic film, you know, that has silver in it. So they take that and they re-emulsify it, and they get it into a slurry, and they actually extract the silver back out of that.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So when they talk about recycled, they really mean recycled.
And this is really important. This is 99.9% fine silver, okay? 99.9. This is not like sterling silver. Sterling silver has alloys that are built into it.
It has copper in it.
Yes.
It's 92.5, and the rest is copper. This is no copper.
Right. So this has less of a chance of tarnishing. I love that. Okay, that's really significant.
And when it does tarnish, it takes a while, but when it does tarnish, it goes gold. It doesn't go black.
Awesome.
And we have other pieces to show you.
Thanks. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's all kind of examples here, guys. I mean, there's so much going on here. Now, what have we, there's a couple of things that we haven't shown you. I just pulled my necklace off. There's a couple of things that come in the kit that we still haven't shown you. Now, this is a brick, okay? The brick actually is really light.
It's very light.
I will not throw this at Jackie.
No, it doesn't have asbestos in it. This is compressed vermiculite. You know the same stuff that you use in your pottery when you're doing planning?
Yeah.
This is vermiculite, and they've compressed it into a block. And it's rated to 2,300 degrees.
Really light.
It's very light. So when you use the torch on it, you can hold the brick, literally hold the brick like this when you're torching it.
Yeah.
And it won't be hot.
Would you trust me to do this, Jackie?
Oh, no way. You thought you were going to like that torch.
Come on, Jackie. Come on.
No,
Let me torch it with you holding it. Come on.
No. No, we've all sworn a pact that we weren't going to have you with heat.
Now, and there's coatings and all kinds of things, but they're not in the kit. But let's show you the other things that are in the kit. Now, this guy is that my husband was fascinated with this.
Most people are. They have no idea what to do with it. It's a rubber block,
Yep.
and it's literally made out of rubber.
Yep.
And what's neat about it is it gives just a little bit.
Yep.
So when you're filing or brushing or sanding, it lifts up your wrist 2 inches so that you have all these different planes to go off of.
Yep.
Instead of doing it on the table.
It's perfect.
And it's waterproof. You know, it won't get, and it lasts forever. So
Absolutely
you're going to get
perfect.
Yeah, you're going to get really, really used to that.
Now, look, I've got rings. I want to show you guys just some more things listen, if you can think of it, you can make it out of this. Now, JTV.com/art clay. A bunch of these have sold out, okay? Folks, we only have 1,000 of these. I do not want to be apologizing to you guys, but we've got extra clay if you want extra clay. Now, the amount of clay in the kit that comes in the kit, you can make probably 3 to 5 items.
Yes.
Okay, it just depends on your design. You know, it's like we say with the strands. Depends on what you guys make out of it. But you should be able to make 3 to 5 items out of it. But I would tell you, no, listen, Margot and I were just talking about this. Margot and Katie and I were both saying, listen, as fast as we are making stuff out of this, y'all ought to add some silver to it. Plus, value shipping, plus your preferred card. These are just things. Look at these things that we've made. It's so awesome. Now this, Jackie's going to tell us how to get these different colors on here and those kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay? So don't forget, because we're going to be doing live we are going to be doing 5 projects on the air.
Vicariously over here.
Yeah, I'm going to steal the torch from her. But we're going to be doing 5 projects on the air. They're just really awesome. And so if you want to record this so you can see the projects that Jackie's doing, because these aren't in the DVD or the book.
These projects aren't in the DVD, but the DVD does have how to set up your mandrel, how to fire, so you can use the DVD over and over and over again.
Yeah. Now, and there's something else I'm going to show you guys, because I actually found this to be really, really handy. And there's a polishing cloth that comes in. See, we haven't even shown you everything that comes in this. There's a polishing cloth. But when you get this, do not throw this piece of paper away. This, I know it's not very pretty to show, but it's awesome. Okay, it actually is very pretty considered on the information, but this has got great information. You know, just kind of some of the, I call these tips that Jackie wanted to have foremost in your mind.
Yes.
Okay, sort of the, hey, make sure you're really considering this when you do this, about the torch and about the butane and about all the different things that you put in here and making sure that these things are cool. Now, and I'm going to say one thing, seriously. We love you guys. This is a torch. You're torching clay that will turn into metal. Make sure things cool off. Okay?
Yes.
Make sure they cool off. That's the only warning that I'm going to give you guys. All right?
We've all done it. I know. I can remember when I did it, I torched something, and then for some odd reason, I touched it.
Yeah.
And it's really hot. It's going to be 1,600 degrees because it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
1,600 degrees. So you have to, and you'll watch me cooling things down or not. And you just have to remember, and that's why we have the sheet, because it's a safety sheet.
Yes.
What to do, what to make sure you have, and safety is always first.
Sure. Yeah. Now, what we want to do is, if we can just show you, this is easy stuff, okay? Easy stuff. So what we want to do is, if we can just walk through how easy this is to do, and Jackie's going to talk through with us. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, almost 300 of these are gone.